Good morning. So I wanted to come on for Friday's video and talk about my Kodiak Canvas tent. I don't have it out here with me, but about setting that tent up. Now, when I bought that tent, we bought it and was planning on going on a camping trip in about, I think it was about 2 weeks after it come in, a week or two after, no, maybe just a week. And so when I bought the tent, of course I unboxed it. You know, I was all excited. Got me a new toy, right? And so so I unboxed it, and I wanted to set it up because those Kodiak Canvas tents, you're supposed to season it or wet it down, let it dry, and that's supposed to help with the waterproofing. And so of course I got it, and I'd been waiting all day, and it come in late in the afternoon or in the afternoon. And so I rushed out there, cut the box open, got it out, drug it out here in the yard. Of course, I didn't read any instructions. I'd watched a YouTube video, so that's all I needed, right? And I laid it out here in the yard to start setting it up. And I got going on it. And I wasn't going to stake it down or nothing like that. I just was going to lay it out and set it up. I didn't want to stake it. It was in my backyard. It wasn't going anywhere because it was just going to be up there just for a little while, long enough for me to wet it down, dry it, take it down, and put it up. So, didn't need to stake it. You need to stake it, okay? I'm gonna play some of my blooper reel right now, and you can see why you need to stake it. So as you can see, that tent was falling all over the place because it wasn't staked down properly. I did get my instructions out and read them, and I thought, oh, maybe I should stake it down. So I staked it down. It went straight up, and I set it up, watered it down real good, let it sit out in the sun. We did get a little bit of sun that afternoon, and then more rain come in, so I had to rush, take it down, and it dried just enough for me to store it, and it all was well. But when you're setting up that tent, make sure that you stake it down. Now, another thing, when you're setting those tents up, you have to get on the tent, you know, to set up that crossbar, to get that stretched out across there. And then for me, and maybe it's just my height, I don't know, but I have to sort of get on the edge of the tent even when I'm setting it up, setting up the poles to pull it up. It is, I have to sort of get on the tent. So make sure you take your shoes off I didn't, and I got footprints on the side of my tent, and then I had to clean that. I've seen other comments from, seen other videos that talk about the same thing, where the first time they set it up, they didn't realize that they were getting on it, and then they had footprints on their tent. So that's one thing. It's another tip for you. Make sure you take your shoes off, and try not to get footprints all over it. You know, I just slip my shoes off when I have to get on it and get it set up. Those tents are not hard to set up. They really are not. Like I said, stake it down, take your shoes off, and then my third tip is, and I mentioned this in my video the other day on my tent, get the ground tarp or get you a tarp. I really like the ground tarp from Kodiak because it's cut to fit the base of the tent. I mean, it is perfect. As far as the footprint of the tarp to the tent, it's an exact match, excuse me. And then they've also got the loops for the stakes to go through on the tarp that match the stake loops on the tent. And so you can stake it down, stake the tent down to the tarp, and it's just a really good deal. I highly recommend that tarp. The bottom of the tent is rubberized. I don't think you're going to damage it too bad. I've not had any damage on mine yet, but I've only had it out twice. But just that tarp is going to help give you that extra layer, and also help just sort of keep the bottom of your tent clean, as your tarp will take whatever dirt may be on the ground that wherever you're setting up. So I'm really enjoying my Kodiak canvas. It's getting too hot really for me to go out camping right now. I want to go, but I know I'd be uncomfortable. So just because of how hot and humid it's getting here in Arkansas. So, but like I said, I do recommend those tents, and take those 3 tips that I gave you. Stake it down when you set it up. Don't be a bonehead like me and say, oh, I don't need to do that. Take your shoes off when you're getting on it, and put your tarp down, or get you a tarp. Like I said, I highly recommend that ground tarp from Kodiak if you can get it. I appreciate y'all watching this one. Those of you that had the Kodiak canvas, leave me a comment below. Tell me what your tips are for the Kodiak canvas tents. And I'll try to do more videos with my camping setup here pretty soon. I want to talk about those Teton Sport cots that I've got soon also. I appreciate you watching this one. Leave me a comment if you stop by, and I'll catch you on the next video. Goodbye.